When I talk about nonlinearity, what I usually meant was, when you look at the demand side of things in China, you typically would see that, for some time there's maybe a gestation period, things may be a little bit slow in terms of the pickup, but then all of a sudden you will see an uptake rapidly. That's what we call a discontinuity or an inflection point. And over the years, as we do consulting in China, we see that sort of discontinuities over and over again across many industry sectors. And so our recommendations for foreign companies is that, when you go into China, you cannot just take a snapshot of what's going on in China and try to extrapolate that, incrementally or linearly. That will be the case in the future. Oftentimes you will miss the boat. And so we would recommend business people to go in with a mindset that, look, if we anticipate what will happen in China and what would be the basic drivers that would drive up the demand side, and then try to deeply understand how those drivers going to manifest and what the combination of those drivers manifestation will actually mean to companies. So that's what we mean by nonlinearities. Yeah, both these cities are, leading cities in China. Of course, Hong Kong is outside of mainland China, is a special economic zone, but it's still officially is part of China. Hong Kong have had a very successful history, as you know, over the last several decades, in particular under the British rule, and even after the handover from the British back to the Chinese, Hong Kong still retains many of the major elements of what the British have left behind, in particular in the legal system. So the Hong Kong continues to be a major financial center for the region, and is underpinned by a very reliable and very transparent legal system. Whereas Shanghai clearly is the leading city in all of mainland China. It's grown tremendously since 20, 30 years ago, and today it's a bona fide sort of cosmopolitan city, in many ways very similar to Hong Kong. But at the same time, it's still within the territory of mainland China. So many things Shanghai still need to sort of catch up, in particular on legal system and so on. But at the same time, Shanghai benefits from what I call in my book official China, that the Chinese government, as they sort of formulate a strategy, as they decide where to put the resources. In many cases, Shanghai is the beneficiary of these kind of national policies. And so the growth of Shanghai over the last couple of decades has been truly tremendous, and we will expect Shanghai to continue to integrate with the rest of the world over time. And so both Hong Kong and Shanghai are, for me, is tremendously interesting, and I'm very lucky to be able to live in both cities.